All right, welcome back to another Marshallese lesson. Our last video kind of blew up a little. That's right, we got into the three digits, we got into the hundreds of views. And, from the bottom of our hearts, we just want to say thank you all for tuning in. We'll try not to let our fame get into our heads too much. We're going to try and stay humble. We're just normal guys. No need to start coming at us. But with fame comes some negativity sometimes. So we noticed we got one like, which thank you for liking our video, whoever you were. But then we got two dislikes, and I was kind of thinking about it, and I noticed something that like the like button is right next to the dislike button, and so it's kind of hard to aim it right at the like button.
Mm,
Try and stay away from that dislike button because they're right next to each other, and we know it's going to be hard.
for
So
sure.
yeah,
Yeah. No, that's a great point.
yeah. All right, let's get into our lesson.
Let's do
Uh,
it.
Today we're doing directionals. All right, which again, a great subject for clicking. Trying to make sure you're in the right direction when you click that like button. So there are three main directionals that we kind of have to be aware of. We have tok, which is to me, which is to you, and lock, which is away. And remember when we talked about the advanced demonstratives, everything in Marshallese is about the relationship between the speaker and the listener, right? So again, like tok, the speaker saying that he or she is always going to be talking about to the speaker. Make sense? Okay.
Yeah, we'll take a look at just this first one, give, lay. So as an example, lay tok, give to me. If I wanted to talk about giving something away to someone else, then I would say lay lock, give away.
Right.
And if I'm talking about giving you something, then I'll say lay would. So this is it's gonna work. These are kind of the most common verbs that you'll see this with. Send, come, look, throw. But that is how you use it right there.
Perfect. Yeah, and it's always going to be at the end of the word, right? At the end of these. If you look in the dictionary, if you have a Marshallese English dictionary, there are codes. One of the codes tells you, oh, this can have a directional at the end of it. So if you're ever curious, just look at the codes in the dictionary, and you can know if you can add a tok or a would or a lock to the end of it. So yeah, we have Jilikin. So Jilikin tok, Jilikin wood, Jilikin lock. That's just to send. So kind of like lay, but lay is just like to give more like physically hand. Jilikin can be uh like a package, right? Like I'm sending this.
Yeah, and I've also seen like sometimes Marshallese people will literally say sentok.
Yep.
Of I feel like I hear that more for like texts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh, and then when you're talking more like deliver, I feel like I hear Gilligan, but that's just a little side note that I notice. Um, so itok may be the most common verb that we hear with these directionals. Itok, come. Uh, Super common. I hear Marshallese mother yelling to her children, itok, itok. Um, ilok is honestly like go. So to to go away, he would obviously to you, as we talked about. Um, yeah, so that's
Yeah.
that one.
Re is to look. So reitok is to look at me. I remember when I first heard this word, it was this drunk guy who, for some reason, really wanted us to look at him. So that's how I learned this word, is because he was just like reitok, reitok elder, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll look at you, I guess. And then we have relok, look away, rewage, I'm looking at you.
That's a good memorable example. Um, Not to get too complicated, but you can there will be more advanced directionals. So like you can say Rey Man, like man means forward. So like look forward or like re manlock,
Yep.
look forward. So not not that you need to know those immediately. I would just focus on tok, would, and lock, but just understand that verbs can be modified quite a bit by these directionals. And so re ligalok is to look back, lick back. So although tok, wood, and lock are the most common, that we've got some other words that are important to know.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then finally, a common one for throw is jodok. Throw that ball to me or something like that. Or jolok dun reggae, throw a rock away. Jowuj, throw to you. So yeah, those are the most common verbs with these three directionals.
Yeah, and you'll see these a lot, even in like common words and phrases. So like jolok bud is sorry, but it literally means to throw away a mistake. Bud, mistake. Menin letok is like a gift or a present. But you'll see. Oops, I said leiton.
Lebon.
Letok. Um, Menin letok, literally like a thing of. Men is thing, so men in thing of giving to me. So it's literally like my present. Menin letok. So yeah, it's and yeah, obviously there's a ton more things that you can use this with, but these are just the basics. So try to get used to these, and you'll, you'll be set.
Don't forget to hit that like button.
That's right. That's right. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.